How's it going, everybody? Yeah, you're looking at that right. That's Castlevania. We promised you this game back in October and didn't deliver, but...
Life got in the way.
Yeah, life certainly did get in the way. But we're doing it now, and Drew's playing it, so go ahead and get started.
Yes. Let's hope I do better than I did on Super Mario 2.
I hope so.
I don't think I could do any worse, but we'll see.
We might revisit Super Mario 2 in the future for kind of a...
I realize it's a cheap out, but I blame the controller for a lot of...
Yeah, well, we're still going to try for a redemption run, I think. If you jump past the door, and not doing that,
yeah,
there's a little treasure that pops up. So, some history about this game is that there was actually supposed to be a Castlevania movie, and basically the whole idea is you are Simon Belmont of the Belmont clan, the greatest vampire hunters to ever live, and they've changed the canon somewhat to where now Dracula was originally one of the Belmonts. I think that's kind of garbage.
I think that's actually technically AU.
No.
Well, they have two different Dracula origins that do not remotely meet with one another.
Right.
Because they told a totally different Dracula origin in that Castlevania game for the PS2, I believe, which I can't remember the name of. It was actually a much better origin than...
Well, all I know is in Lords of Shadows it says that Dracula was once a Belmont.
Oh, yeah.
And that the whip, the vampire killer, is actually infused with the soul of his dead bride or some nonsense.
Well, see, that's from the other game. I'll have to look this up. I'm not entirely sure.
But anyway, this is a Nintendo classic, one of the first platformers. Also one of the first games to feature a horrendous knockback system.
Yes, it does. In fact, as much as I love this game, the jumping and when I get to those Medusa heads, God, I hate those things.
Everybody does. But yeah, they were gonna make a movie of it, and it was, they had the whip, the vampire killer, they had a story and everything going for it. But then they decided who they were gonna have make the movie, and fans kind of revolted. UA Boll.
Dr. Boll.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, UA Boll is probably the worst filmmaker in history. He intentionally makes bad video game films.
He's basically running a tax scam in Germany.
More or less. Oh yeah, get that. That's helpful. Let you throw two. There we go. Taking care of the big bat. But yeah, he's probably the worst filmmaker in the history of ever. So bad that when critics basically took really bad pot shots at his films, instead of doing like the reasonable, responsible, mature thing to do, and just like, taking it, it's like, okay, well, critics are critics. No, he challenged them all to a boxing match and beat the living tar out of them.
Yeah, because he was a former amateur boxer.
Yeah.
Like, I think he conveniently left that part out when the people challenged him.
He beat the living crap out of all of them. Go down to the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, it might be up top. I don't know which.
Oh, look, bro.
And, yeah, okay, so it's the top one. You bust out. I'm remembering things!
Yeah.
And there you go, there's the crown. There's actually two of them on this stage, if I remember correctly. And another fun fact is when you beat the game, they decided they didn't want to put real credits into the game. So, like, it's all, like, bastardizations of the names of people who actually play the monsters. Like, Dracula was a ripoff of Bela Lugosi. Frankenstein was a ripoff of Boris Karloff. And it just all sorts of really hilarious things. And it's really bad.
Yeah, there's such terrible puns. Or not even puns, just like fake names. Gah!
Don't do that.
These things get in my head. They've gotten in my head for years.
The next game we're going to do after this is actually one of my favorite games. Wizards and Warriors. Have you ever played Wizards and Warriors?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. But yeah, this game, this is another one of those. Yeah, it's pretty much the only time you don't suffer knockbacks when you're on the stairs. But as you can see, this is one of the games, and yeah, it was actually probably better to take that death there anyway, because you were low on hit points. This is one of those games that didn't have a defined difficulty level. It was just mean, and you just had to suffer and plow through it until you beat it, and it was hard. Of course, you see like the losers out there that fucking speedrun it. It's just like, Jesus Christ, make me look bad, why don't you? I love watching speedruns, but they make gamers look really bad.
Yeah.
Especially us who are retro gamers, and we love retro gaming, and we love these old games like this. But they
Oh my god. Do you want to try?
Yeah, sure, you do.
Psychologically, these things have been in my head for decades. Like, I just dread any time they come up.
Ow. Yeah, everybody who likes Castlevania, honestly, they hate the Medusa heads, because they're such a pain in the ass, and they just get in the way. Damn Armor Knight! As far as, like, other things that make this game great, it had one of the best, and I don't remember if this was a launch title or not, but it had one of the absolute best, shit. See?
I hate those things.
It had one of the absolute best, soundtracks.
Yeah, like, you can still listen to these songs and they hold up.
And they have, like, some of the best metal covers for the soundtrack.
They really do. Lots of good covers out there.
I'm trying to think of who, like, does a lot of good ones. There's one dude, granted, it's a song from Castlevania 2, but it's it's Bloody Tears,
Yeah.
which is the forest area's music. God, oh, you piece of monkey!
Clearly the only course of action here is to go back in time and prevent Konami from putting Medusa heads in the game. They're really, I mean, and obviously we're not telling people who are aware of this anything they don't already know, but they really are notoriously just one of the most obnoxious enemies in games.
They really are. Especially old games.
And it's partially because the jumping mechanics are not very refined.
And you know, it really wouldn't be so bad if it weren't for the damn knockback.
Yeah.
You really didn't get control over your jumps in Castlevania until, Symphony of the Night, really. Like, that was the start of the Metroidvania thing.
Yeah, I don't remember 3 very much. I do remember Super Castlevania 4, it was better, but it was still kind of hinky. But yeah, Symphony of the Night really freed things up when it came to, like, being able to jump on and off stairs. I mean, that may have been in an earlier game, but like Dracula X or
No,
Rondo
I don't. And see, that was a big argument we had when they released Dracula X Rondo of Blood for PSP. I actually got into an argument with a friend of mine who said, "Oh, we never had Dracula X in the States." I'm like, "Yeah, we did. It just wasn't Dracula X Rondo of Blood."
yeah.
There was Castlevania Dracula X for Super Nintendo, if I remember correctly.
Yes. And it wasn't an exact port. Like, it did change some things, but it was basically the same game.
And it was the, prequel to Symphony of the Night. Oh, I thought I was about to get got. And I'm sorry, guys. I mean, you can make an argument all day, but I'm not going to agree with you. Symphony of the Night is the best Castlevania game.
All people who say otherwise are wrong.
No freaking joke. And now these things I freaking hated. Especially this one. This one's a douchebag. And I've seen people time it to where you can actually just straight through them.
Those people are clearly better than I am.
Those people are speedrunners who do this for a living. And guys, yeah, we're gamers. I'm not gonna say we're good gamers. As far as, like, raw talent goes. I will say we know a lot, and we've been there, and we've played it. And at once upon a time, we could beat these games blindfolded.
Yeah, like, it's really shocking to me how much skill I've lost over the years.
Well, that's because, and I've had this argument many times with people, okay, here's the Medusa. Modern gaming is not difficult.
It's not. It holds your hand way too much.
Because you have difficulty settings, you can tone down the difficulty, you can...
Auto-saving.
Auto-saving. There was none of that
I remember
shit
even when
back in the
saving
day.
was a new thing in games, not counting PC games, console games. You had to do it yourself. In fact, I'm trying to remember the first game that had auto-saving. I think there was maybe a couple PS1 titles that did it, but it was more of a novelty than a standard.
Yeah, and heaven help you if you didn't save.
Yep.
That was it. Heaven help you if you didn't save, you were fucked. And these older games, they didn't have save points. They didn't have, like one of the earliest games that had a save option was Legend of Zelda, which I'm sure we'll get to eventually. Alright guys, well, we done 2 levels, shorter video, but we're going to go ahead and end it here, and then we'll come back with this level later on, and more riveting conversation.
Yes.
See you guys later.